My leather sandals crunch against the unpolished driveway stones, walking past the old oak trees where the morning locust drones. The highway is visible, but I prefer this unpaved route instead, giving me ample space to sort through the chaos inside my head. I walk down miles of asphalt, blinded by the city's neon glare, chasing illusions of progress that led to absolute despair. But this uneven earth beneath my boots feels completely authentic and real, reconnecting my spirit with the basic things I need to feel. The crooked road twists through the wild blackberry brush, forcing our frantic lives to completely abandon the modern rush, finding a quiet rhythm inside the afternoon hush, strolling together down this dusty gravel path today, leaving the rigid instructions of society far away. Every small stone beneath our feet tells a story of survival, a rustic path guiding our weary hearts toward a spiritual revival. Spiritual revival. I spent years performing on stages made of polished mahogany wood, trying to meet expectations that I never fully understood. But standing here beside you on this unpretentious country lane, I find a simple clarity that washes away the corporate pain. The air smells of fresh pine needles and wild summer clay, as the golden sunlight chases the remaining shadows away. We don't need a golden chariot or a smooth limousine ride. We can navigate this rugged trail side by side. The crooked road twists through the wild blackberry brush, forcing our frantic lives to completely abandon the modern rush, finding a quiet rhythm inside the afternoon hush, strolling together down this dusty gravel path today, leaving the rigid instructions of society far away. Every small stone beneath our feet tells a story of survival, a rustic path guiding our weary hearts toward a spiritual revival. Too steep, we'll just slow our pace down and take a promise to keep. No maps required when our instincts understand the geography, living our lives with absolute independence and autonomy. Hear the crunch, trust the hunch, step by step, the promise we kept, strolling together down this dusty gravel path today, a rusty path guiding our weary hearts toward a spiritual revival. Grab a path leading somewhere true, just me and you. We keep walking on. Metropolitan infrastructure hums its heavy, mechanical evening theme as the industrial ventilation systems exhale a cloud of gray steam. I sit inside the corner booth of this basement bistro establishment, analyzing the diverse patterns of human interaction and banishment. The skyscraper towers obstruct the natural view of the planetary dome, creating an artificial playground for those who possess no permanent home. I plug a series of tense major seventh intervals upon my amplified wire, trying to bridge the gap between financial success and genuine artistic desire. The city grid operates like a high-voltage, superficial machine, drowning authentic identities inside a commercial television screen. Yet our sudden collision provides a powerful alternative routine. Listening closely to the rhythm of this urban nocturne tonight, finding a rare moment of clarity beneath the synthetic purple light. Though the concrete canyons attempt to swallow our humanity whole, this underground frequency rejuvenates our exhausted collective soul. I watch the colorful reflections distorting inside your beverage glass, wondering how many lifetimes we allowed to foolishly pass before realizing that our chemistry is an exceptional volatile blend, a beautiful beginning masquerading as a catastrophic end. The saxophone player is delivering a sorrowful phrase from the rear aisle, dismantling my cynical defense mechanisms with your comforting smile. We don't need the endorsement of the high society fashion parade. One that's quiet understanding is the greatest monument we've made. The city grid operates like a high-voltage, superficial machine, drowning authentic identities inside a commercial television screen. Yet our sudden collision provides a powerful alternative routine. Listening closely to the rhythm of this urban nocturne tonight, finding a rare moment of clarity beneath the synthetic purple light. Though the concrete canyons attempt to swallow our humanity whole, this underground frequency rejuvenates our exhausted collective soul. Let the central power grid fail, let the skyscrapers go down. architecture can contain the magnitude of what we feel when the synthetic landscape dissolves and exposes what is truly real. Street lights glow, traffic moves slow, keep the rhythm tight. All through the night, listening closely to the rhythm of this urban nocturne tonight, finding a rare moment of clarity beneath the synthetic purple light. Though the concrete cannons attempt to swallow our humanity whole, this underground frequency rejuvenates our exhausted collective soul. Urban nocturne, playing its final metropolitan phrase, guiding our steps through the artificial haze. Just let the sound fade. A spectacular shade of deep scarlet oil as the fiery ball descends completely below the fertile valley soil. I stand upon the geographic crest, watching the landscape shift its attire, feeling a profound peace replace my previous overstimulated desire. The blinding glare of the afternoon sun has finally deceased, replaced by a comforting that has our internal spirits increased. I unpack my vintage acoustic instrument, catching the departing ray, a gorgeous musical dedication to conclude this phenomenal day. The atmospheric transition performs its final dramatic artistic bow, spilling a river of liquid amber across the mountain's rugged brow. We experience a sudden elevation as the beautiful moment takes hold, witnessing together the majesty of this crimson sunset today, watching the historical anxieties and burdens gracefully fade away. A timeless acoustic melody soaring high into the warm canyon air. We are completely protected from the reach of external despair. I spent decades performing under artificial halogen festival lamps, navigating the cold, uncomfortable conditions of temporary camps. But no theatrical production matches this organic celestial display, turning our simple human connection into an immortal highway. The mountain breeze carries the sweet scent of wild alpine vegetation, providing a reassuring confirmation for our long-term destination. Your hand rests securely upon my shoulder, steady and completely strong, reminding my wandering spirit that this is exactly where I belong. The atmospheric transition performs its final dramatic artistic bow, spilling a river of liquid amber across the mountain's rugged brow. We experience a sudden elevation anxieties and burdens gracefully fade away. A timeless acoustic melody soaring high into the warm canyon air. We are completely protected from the reach of external despair. Let the darkness approach, we are no longer terrified of the night. We've captured a permanent fragment of this expiring cosmic light, an indestructible furnace of inspiration born from mutual trust and care, a brilliant, everlasting shield that we are privileged to share. See the colors fade, the agreement we made, the sky grows deeper, promises to keep, oh, witnessing together the majesty of this crimson sunset today, watching the historical anxieties and burdens gracefully fade away. A timeless acoustic melody soaring high into the warm canyon air. We are completely protected from the reach of external despair. Crimson sunset, painting our lives with brilliant grace, leaving a beautiful, permanent smile upon your face as the stars appear. My leather sandals crunch against the unpolished driveway stones, walking past the old oak trees where the morning locust drones. The highway is visible, but I prefer this unpaved route instead, giving me ample space to sort through the chaos inside my head. I walk down miles of asphalt, blinded by the city's neon glare, chasing illusions of progress that led to absolute despair. But this uneven earth beneath my boots feels completely authentic and real, reconnecting my spirit with the basic things I need to feel. The crooked road twists through the wild blackberry brush, forcing our frantic lives to completely abandon the modern rush, finding a quiet rhythm inside the afternoon hush, strolling together down this dusty gravel path today, leaving the rigid instructions of society far away. Every small stone beneath our feet tells a story of survival, a rustic path guiding our weary hearts toward a spiritual revival. I spent years performing on stages made of polished mahogany wood, trying to meet expectations that I never fully understood. But standing here beside you on this unpretentious country lane, I find a simple clarity that washes away the corporate pain. The air smells of fresh pine needles and wild summer clay as as the golden sunlight chases the remaining shadows away. We don't need a golden chariot or a smooth limousine ride when we can navigate this rugged trail side by side. The crooked road twists through the wild blackberry brush, forcing our frantic lives to completely abandon the modern rush, finding a quiet rhythm inside the afternoon hush. Strolling together down this dusty gravel path today, leaving the rigid instructions of society far away. Every small stone beneath our feet tells a story of survival, a rustic path guiding our weary hearts toward a spiritual revival. Take a promise to keep. No maps required when our instincts understand the geography, living our lives with absolute independence and autonomy. Hear the crunch, trust the hunch, step by step, the promise we kept. Together down this dusty gravel path today, leaving the rigid instructions of society far away. Every small stone beneath our feet tells a story of survival, a rustic path guiding our weary hearts toward a spiritual revival. Gravel path leading somewhere true. Just me and you, keep walking on. Yellow jar sits open on the wooden kitchen counter ledge, attracting a swarm of tiny insects near the window edge. I dip a silver spoon into the amber viscous fluid so sweet, anticipating a delicious treat, but finding an unexpected defeat. You offered me a taste of your sophisticated, guarded affection, but it came with a sting that shattered my emotional protection. We caught our harsh arguments in a layer of artificial saccharin, trapped inside a beautiful but fundamentally toxic routine. The sweetness on our tongues quickly turns into an acidic burn, a painful lesson that our stubborn hearts refuse to learn. We keep returning to the hive, expecting a different turn, drowning our senses across the floorboards in your expensive velvet gown. The most beautiful, dangerous temptress in this entire southern town. Your compliments are sharp, disguised as a gentle, loving embrace, leaving an unforgettable mark that time can never erase. The acoustic guitar notes you strum are full of underlying tension, a beautiful mask covering a truth we are too terrified to mention. We are too prideful creators locked in a competitive romantic game, burning each other's fuse while claiming to love the flame. The sweetness on our tongues quickly turns into an acidic burn, a painful lesson that our stubborn hearts refuse to learn. We keep returning to the hive, expecting a different turn, drowning our senses in the flavor of this bitter honey today, trying to sweeten the dynamic while our foundation rots away. An addictive substance that we simply cannot afford to refuse, even though we know exactly how much we stand to lose. Should we smash the jar and throw the remnants into the garbage bin? Admit that neither one of us possesses the capacity to win. Or do we crave the sting because it proves we are still alive? A twisted justification for why our damaged souls survive. Taste the sting, hear the words sing, sweet but cruel, the game of a fool, drowning our senses in the flavor of this bitter honey today, trying to sweeten the dynamic while our foundation rots away. An addictive substance that we simply cannot afford to refuse, even though we know exactly how much we stand to lose. Bitter honey lingering on my lips with every single sip. Such a sweet poison. Pale illumination filters through the canopy of the forest park, chasing away the final chilly remnants of the nocturnal dark. A soft blanket of white vapor hovers just above the green grass lawn, creating a peaceful backdrop for the arrival of this summer dawn. I stroll out onto the wooden balcony, breathing the crisp meadow air, uncoiling the heavy cables of anxiety from my overtaxed hair. The horizon is obscured, but I feel a profound internal release as the quiet atmosphere cloaks my mind in an unprecedented peace. The shifting temperature creates a beautiful, regenerating haze, dissolving the lingering confusion from my previous chaotic days. An optimistic chapter is about to begin beneath the sun's rays. Walking through this morning mist, letting the moisture cool our skin, allowing the fresh creative inspiration to organically begin. Though the path ahead is hidden behind a veil of translucent white, we trust the gentle warmth that will eventually make the picture bright. I spent too many seasons trapped inside a frozen, cynical state, believing that bitterness was the inevitable companion of my fate. But your serene presence acts like a ray of pure golden light, dispersing the stubborn fog that used to blind my internal sight. We pack a simple basket with herbal tea and freshly baked bread, enjoying the quiet symphony of the nature reserve instead. Your fingers gently trace the delicate patterns of the morning dew, a beautiful confirmation that my devotion belongs completely to you. The shifting temperature creates a beautiful, regenerating haze, dissolving the lingering confusion from our previous chaotic days. An optimistic chapter is about to begin beneath the sun's rays. Walking through this morning mist, letting the moisture cool our skin, allowing the fresh creative inspiration to organically begin. Though the path ahead is hidden behind a veil of translucent white, we trust the gentle warmth that will eventually make the picture bright. Let the vapor evaporate. We don't need a permanent disguise. We are ready to face the world with honest, unclouded eyes. No schedules to rush, no artificial pressures hanging over our head. Just enjoying this beautiful sanctuary of absolute freedom instead. Feel it lift, the ultimate gift. The air is clear, no more fear. Walking through this morning mist, letting the moisture cool our skin, allowing the fresh creative inspiration to organically begin. Though the path ahead is hidden behind a veil of translucent white, we trust the gentle warmth that will eventually make the picture bright. Morning mist, fading into the bright day, guiding our footsteps along the way. Just breathe it in. bartender is locking the front door as the clock strikes 3, leaving the entire dim-lit establishment to just you and me. I watch the golden alcohol swirl inside my melting ice cube square, a liquid mirror reflecting the absolute depth of my inner despair. I've poured a million glasses of that oak-aged charcoal brew, trying to erase the haunting memory of my final conversation with you. But the intoxication only magnifies the raw sting of the old regret, proving that an analytical mind can never truly force itself to forget. The alcohol burns our throats but fails to numb the internal ache, as we count the numerous promises that we managed to carelessly break, staring at the ruins of the grand kingdom we attempted to make. Crying these bitter whiskey tears into our empty glasses tonight, while the neon tavern sign outside flickers its remaining blue light. The soulful blues melody providing the soundtrack for our final goodbye. There is nothing left to defend beneath this unforgiving midnight sky. I remember when our passion was strong and completely pure, an indestructible medicine that could any psychological ailment cure. But arrogance is a silent thief that steals the foundation away, leaving us with nothing but these cheap drinks at the end of the day. Your trembling fingers trace the wet ring upon the mahogany table wood, wishing we had spoken the honest truths when we easily could. We don't need to shout our mutual accusations to the room outside, when our silent weeping exposes the futility of our creative pride. The alcohol burns our throats but fails to numb the internal ache, as we count the numerous promises that we managed to carelessly break, staring at the ruins of the grand kingdom we attempted to make. Crying these bitter whiskey tears into our empty glasses tonight, while the neon tavern sign outside flickers its remaining blue light. A sorrowful blues melody providing the soundtrack for our final goodbye. There is nothing left to defend beneath this unforgiving midnight sky. Should we order one final round before the morning light appears, or finally admit that we are drowning within our home manufactured fears? Let the bitter fluid wash away the remaining illusions of control. Tonight we face the naked reality of our fractured collective soul. Let it spill. The room is chill, no words to speak. The end we see. Cry these bitter whiskey tears into our empty glasses tonight, while the neon tavern sign outside flickers its remaining blue light. A sorrowful blues melody providing the soundtrack for our final goodbye. There is nothing left to defend beneath this unforgiving midnight sky. Whiskey tears draining our hearts dry. Wave goodbye to the sky. Time to close the ancient stone monolith stands solitary atop the windy hill, observing the passage of centuries while remaining completely still. It has watched empires crumble and rivers alter their natural course, a silent sentinel recording the universe's ultimate creative force. I stand beside the granite monument, feeling insignificantly small, listening to the wind howl against its weathered protective wall. We spend our lives building fragile monuments out of our pride, forgetting that nature is the only judge where truth can reside. The geological layers reveal the history of our shared survival, providing a majestic backdrop for our long-awaited spiritual revival. We stand exposed before the ultimate witness of our arrival, looking up at this lone witness, stripping away our superficial mist, answering the profound questions that our souls finally dare to ask. Though the human world is full of deception and temporary noise, this stone sanctuary restores our internal equilibrium and poise. I used to seek validation from the executives in the corporate room, an exhausting pursuit that only led to psychological doom. But standing here beneath the vast canopy of the celestial dome, I realize that this wilderness is my authentic, original home. Your acoustic guitars echo across the empty mountain vale, telling a story of resilience through a fierce winter gale. We don't need the applause of 1,000 faceless theater fans when our destiny is written inside these ancient geological plans. The geological layers reveal the history of our shared survival, providing a majestic backdrop for our long-awaited spiritual revival. We stand exposed before the ultimate witness of our arrival, looking up at this lone witness, stripping away our superficial mist, answering the profound questions that our souls finally dare to ask. Though the human world is full of deception and temporary noise, this stone sanctuary restores our internal equilibrium and poise. We've rediscovered the basic elements that our spirits truly need. No monuments can outlast the structural integrity of this rock, standing tall against the relentless ticking of the cosmic clock. Solid stone, never alone, witness knows how our love grows. Looking up at this lone witness, stripping away our superficial mess, answering the profound questions that our souls finally dare ask. Though the human world is full of deception and temporary noise, this stone sanctuary restores our internal equilibrium and pours on witness, God in our secret vows tonight. Underneath the cold eternal starlight, still standing strong. Heavy iron wheels screech against the cold steel track, carrying an unsupportable weight of luggage upon my back. I watch the tiny village lanterns disappear into the midnight fog, checking the scribbled destinations inside my personal travel journal log. I bought a late ticket, choosing a seat in the very rear coach, watching the invisible boundary of the dark countryside approach. My old denim jacket smells of charcoal smoke and locomotive steam as I run away from the wreckage of a shattered, impossible dream. The conductor calls for passengers who have completely lost their way, propelling our separate lives into the shadows, far from the day. We are passengers of the dark, with nothing left to say. Yeah. Riding on this midnight train, speeding through the rural countryside, where the ghosts of our past mistakes can no longer hitchhike or ride. Let the mechanical rhythm lull our overthinking brains to sleep. We are traveling toward a promise that we actually intend to keep. I spent decades playing melodies for commuters at the central station, watching a million nameless faces pass by in total isolation. But your sudden appearance in this dim carriage changes the entire view, turning a lonely journey into a beautiful narrative shared with you. The locomotive blows its steam whistle, a lonely crying sound, vibrating deep through the floorboards and the frozen ground. We share a single woolen blanket as the locomotive climbs the steep hill, finding a strange kind of comfort while the surrounding world stands still. The conductor calls for passengers who have completely lost their way, propelling our separate lives into the shadows, far from the day. We are passengers of the dark, with nothing left to say. Riding on this midnight train, speeding through the rural countryside, where the ghosts of our past mistakes can no longer hitchhike or ride. Let the mechanical rhythm lull our overthinking brains to sleep. We are traveling toward a promise that we actually intend to keep. destination becomes crystal clear. Listen to the tracks, no turning back through the dark terrain. Just the sound of the train riding on this midnight train, speeding through the rural countryside, where the ghosts of our past mistakes can no longer hitchhike or ride. Let the mechanical rhythm lull our overthinking brains to sleep. We are traveling toward a promise that we actually intend to keep. Night train, take us home. No more need to roam, pulling into the yard. The turntable rotates at a steady 33 revolution speed, delivering the analog that our overstimulated minds truly need. I drop the sapphire needle into the groove of this rare original press, watching the black plastic disc cure our contemporary emotional distress. This cardboard jacket bears the scratches and stains of a previous decade, a durable monument to an era before the authentic craftsmanship decayed. The tube amplifier warms up, projecting a rich multidimensional sound that fills this private listening lounge with a frequency profound. The physical grooves preserve the exact soul of a long past studio session, providing an antidote against the modern digital world's obsession. We discover a timeless sanctuary within this classic musical expression, spinning the memories captured inside this precious vintage vinyl tonight, where every single scratch adds a character that feels completely right. Let the sophisticated jazz fusing chords wash our exhaustion far away. We are celebrating a sonic masterpiece that will never suffer decay. I spent half a life dealing with the high-tech gadgets of the modern arena, trapped inside a sterile compress that couldn't be meaner. But this analog resonance restores my primary artistic enthusiasm, bridging the generational divide across a massive creative chasm. The heavy bass line circulates smoothly through the wooden speaker cabinet, intertwining beautifully with the subtle accents of the snare. We don't need a flashy video presentation or a synthetic computer beat when this authentic playback makes our spiritual reconnection complete. The physical grooves preserve the exact soul of a long past studio session, providing an antidote against the modern digital world's obsession. We discover a timeless sanctuary within this classic musical expression, spinning the memories captured inside this precious vintage vinyl tonight, where every single scratch adds a character that feels completely right. Let the sophisticated jazz fusing chords wash our exhaustion far away. We are celebrating a sonic masterpiece that that will never suffer decay. Crash and fail. We've secured our connection within this physical, tactile trail. No digital coding can replicate the human warmth of this old record track. Tonight we are proudly taking our creative freedom completely back. Hear the needle slide, nowhere left to hide. Just let it spin. From the deep within, spin it. The memories captured inside this precious vintage vinyl tonight, where every single scratch adds a character that feels completely right. Let the sophisticated jazz fusion chords wash our exhaustion far away. We are celebrating a sonic masterpiece that will never suffer decay. Vintage vinyl, playing its final beautiful groove. Our collective spirits completely improve. Let the record end. The western horizon bleeds a spectacular shade of deep scarlet oil as the fiery ball descends completely below the fertile valley soil. I stand upon the geographic crest, watching the landscape shift its attire, feeling a profound peace replace my previous overstimulated desire. The blinding glare of the afternoon sun has finally deceased, replaced by a comforting warmth that has our internal spirits increased. I unpack my vintage acoustic instrument, catching the departing ray, a gorgeous musical dedication to conclude this phenomenal day. The atmosphere of transition performs its final, spilling a river of liquid amber across the mountain's rugged brow. We experience a sudden elevation as the beautiful moment takes hold, witnessing together the majesty of this crimson sunset today, watching the historical anxieties and burdens gracefully fade away. A timeless acoustic melody soaring high into the warm canyon air. We are completely protected from the reach of external despair. I've spent decades performing under artificial halogen festival lamps, navigating the cold, uncomfortable conditions of temporary camps. But but no theatrical production matches this organic celestial display, turning our simple human connection into an immortal highway. The mountain breeze carries the sweet scent of wild alpine vegetation, providing a reassuring confirmation for our long-term destination. Your hand rests securely upon my shoulder, steady and completely strong, reminding my wandering spirit that this is exactly where I belong. The atmospheric transition performs its final, spilling a river of liquid amber across the mountain's rugged brow. We experience a sudden elevation as the beautiful moment takes hold, witnessing together the majesty of this crimson sunset today. Watching the historical anxieties and burdens gracefully fade away. A timeless acoustic melody soaring high into the warm canyon air. We are completely protected from the reach of external despair. Expiring cosmic light, an indestructible furnace of inspiration born from mutual trust and care, a brilliant, everlasting shield that we are privileged to share. See the colors fade, the agreement we made, the sky grows deep, promises to keep. Witnessing together the majesty of this crimson sunset today. Oh, watching the historical anxieties and burdens gracefully fade away. Timeless acoustic melody soaring high into the warm canyon air. We are completely protected from the reach of external despair. Crimson sunset, painting our lives with brilliant grace, leaving a beautiful permanent smile upon your face as the stars appear. Coastal breezes circulate through the open shutters of the seaside cottage, carrying an ancient maritime message that defies any historical dotage. I stand at the shoreline boundary, breathing the briny atmospheric vapor, watching the tiny crustaceans navigate the wet, shifting sandpaper. My sailboat rests securely inside the protected deep water anchorage bay, having traveled through treacherous global channels to return to you today. The endless horizon was magnificent, but it generated a profound isolation, which vanishes completely upon reaching this familiar coastal destination. The rhythmic murmuring of the surf provides a therapeutic, still ground, where our long-term devotion can finally remain safe and sound. Listening closely to the wisdom of this gentle ocean whisper tonight, and in the long, terrifying solitude of our separate seafaring plight, the anchor is buried deep within the peaceful continental shelf floor, as the soft surf washes our geographical exhaustion away from the shore. I've survived terrifying gales near the southern tip of the African coast, felt the immense power of towering waves trying to make my vessel a ghost. But no nautical victory matches the immense relief I experience right here, as your quiet presence banishes every remaining shred of my maritime fear. I coil the thick hemp mooring lines around the iron deck cleats with care, celebrating the beautiful reality that replaces my long-distance despair. We don't need to explore the wide planet, searching for a mythical paradise, when this humble fishing village offers a fulfillment that is beyond price. The rhythmic murmuring of the surf provides a therapeutic, ground, where our long-term devotion can finally remain safe and sound. Listening closely to the wisdom of this gentle ocean whisper tonight, and in the long, terrifying solitude of our separate seafaring plight, the anchor is buried deep within the peaceful continental shelf floor, as the soft surf washes our geographical exhaustion away from the shore. We've established an internal fortress that makes our spirits much merrier. No navigational charts can capture the specific coordinates of this peace, where all our global migrations find a permanent, beautiful seas. Hear the surf speak, the comfort we seek. The voyage is past, home at last. Listening closely to the wisdom of this gentle ocean whisper tonight, and in the long, terrifying solitude of our separate seafaring plight, the anchor is buried deep within the peaceful continental shelf floor, as the coastal breezes circulate through the open shutters of the seaside cottage, carrying an ancient maritime message that defies any historical dotage. I stand at the shoreline boundary, breathing the briny atmospheric vapor, watching the tiny crustaceans navigate the wet, shifting sandpaper. My sailboat rests securely inside the protected deep water anchorage bay, having traveled through treacherous global channels to return to you today. The endless horizon was magnificent, but it generated a profound isolation, which vanishes completely upon reaching this familiar coastal destination. The guiding our wandering footsteps back to the stable, fertile ground, where our long-term devotion can finally remain safe and sound. Listening closely to the wisdom of this gentle ocean whisper tonight, and in the long, terrifying solitude of our separate seafaring plight, the anchor is buried deep within the peaceful continental shelf floor, as the soft surf washes our geographical exhaustion away from the shore. I survived terrifying gales near the southern tip of the African coast, felt the immense power of towering waves trying to make my vessel a ghost. But no nautical victory matches the immense relief I experience right here, as your quiet presence banishes every remaining shred of my maritime fear. I coil the thick hemp mooring lines around the iron deck cleats with care, celebrating the beautiful reality that replaces my long-distance despair. We don't need to explore the wide planet searching for a mythical paradise, when this humble fishing village offers a fulfillment that is beyond price. The guiding our wandering footsteps back to the stable, fertile ground, where our long-term devotion can finally remain safe and sound. Listening closely to the wisdom of this gentle ocean whisper tonight, and in the long, terrifying solitude of our separate seafaring plight, the anchor is buried deep within the peaceful continental shelf floor, as the soft surf washes our geographical exhaustion away from the shore. Coordinates of this piece, where all our global migrations find a permanent, beautiful cease. Hear the surf speak, the comfort we seek. The voyage is past, home at last. Listening closely to the wisdom of this gentle ocean whisper tonight, and in the long, terrifying solitude of our separate seafaring plight, the anchor is buried deep within the peaceful continental shelf floor, as the soft surf washes our geographical exhaustion away from the shore. Water currents navigate the smooth limestone riverbed channel, undoing each knot within a complicated psychological panel. I watch the ripples expand in a perfectly synchronized sequence, gaining a sudden understanding of nature's elegant eloquence. My boat glides effortlessly past the rocky harbor perimeter bulkhead, leaving behind the rigid calculations that used to clutter my forehead. The streaming tide operates with absolute liberation and grace, erasing each static obstruction from this grand oceanic space. The liquid elements adjust, reshaping our structural destination, releasing our stubborn intellects from a state of frozen insulation. We surrender our defensive postures to this magnificent circulation, moving effortlessly within the pattern of this fluid motion tonight, where every mechanical boundary dissolves completely out of sight. No strict sheet music required to dictate how our arrangements should flow. We simply adapt to the current as the nocturnal velocities grow. I spent decades trapping my creativity inside a stiff corporate rhythm, forgetting the organic magic hidden within a non-linear logarithm. But this flexible progression restores my primary acoustic acuity, showing me that artistic freedom is the ultimate spiritual annuity. Your guitar phrases cascade like a waterfall descending a cliff face, infusing this entire recording studio with a beautiful spacious pace. We don't need a heavy bass drum to force our separate pulses to blend, when the smooth interaction is a masterpiece from beginning to end. The liquid elements adjust, reshaping our structural destination, releasing our stubborn intellects from a state of frozen insulation. We surrender our defensive postures to this magnificent circulation, moving effortlessly within the pattern of this fluid motion tonight, where every mechanical boundary dissolves completely out of sight. No strict sheet music required to dictate how our arrangements should flow. We simply adapt to the current as the nocturnal velocities grow. Let the river overflow, let the oceans completely submerge the dry land. We've constructed a frequency that doesn't rely on a concrete strand. No boundaries can contain the immense magnitude of what we express, when our synchronized instinct is the only law we care to confess. Let it stream, an unfiltered dream, no blocks to bind, leave the walls behind, moving effortlessly within the pattern of this fluid motion tonight, nocturnal velocities grow, fluid motion, guiding our creative journey so clean. The most beautiful navigation we've ever seen. Just let it float away. Swings back and forth inside the deserted gallery hall, projecting elongated silhouettes against the cracked plaster wall. I spin slowly upon the marble tiles, mimicking a forgotten era's dance, trapped inside the elegant cage of this late night reminiscent trance. I track your graceful movements from the darkness of the heavy velvet drapes, watching how the flickering candlelight alters our familiar physical shapes. My fingers execute a delicate triple meter progression upon the spruce wood, articulating the unspoken grievances that our younger selves never understood. The rhythm, the bridge in the vast chasm between the aggressive and the tender. We balance on the fine edge of a memory so sweet and slender, gliding effortlessly through this bittersweet shadow walks tonight, where our historical regrets dissolve completely out of sight. Let the nocturnal symphony guide the rotation of our weary frame. We are dancing outside the boundaries of any conventional game. I spend decades chasing the loud, syncopated rhythms of the city scene, an exhausting pursuit inside a frantic ego-driven musical machine. But this slow, deliberate triple-time movement restores my internal peace, allowing my overtaxed intellect to find a temporary, beautiful release. Your acoustic coats the vacant space like a warm tapestry, creating an intimate sanctuary born from pure artistic majesty. We don't need a grand orchestra or a sophisticated ballroom crowd when our silent coordination speaks so beautifully and loud. The ribbon bridging the vast chasm between the aggressive and the tender. We balance on the fine edge of a memory so sweet and slender, gliding effortlessly through this bittersweet We are dancing outside the boundaries of any conventional game. Until the final chord eventually expires. We've constructed a permanent sanctuary from our creative desires. No passage of time can erase the choreography of what we share. A timeless masterpiece born from surviving our deepest despair. Set it free, spinning slow, let it go. Gliding effortlessly through this bittersweet shadow waltz tonight, where our historical regrets dissolve completely out of sight. Oh, let the nocturnal symphony guide the rotation of our weary frame. We are dancing outside the boundaries of any conventional game. Shadow walk